Hey guys, Dmitry here, software engineer at Retouch for Me. In the previous video, we learned the basics of image retouching in Arams, but when you get to the retouching stage, you're rarely working with just one file. Usually, it's a full shoot. Quick note, for a steady stream of new tutorials and updates, be sure to subscribe to Retouch for Me channel and turn on notifications. Let's begin. I'll start by selecting a hero image that represents the shoot and click Retouch Preview so we can fine-tune the plugins in real time. The first idea I want you to remember is that each image has its own individual settings. Let's adjust heel on the first image. When I switch between images, you can see that the settings are different. If you want to apply settings from one image to another, you can simply copy and paste. Copy with Command+C on Mac or Control+C on Windows. Select your images and paste with Command+V or Control+V. The settings were applied to all selected images. But be careful, because there's no undo in the current version of Arams. Arams supports editing multiple images at once. I'm gonna reset heel on the first image, set it to 20 on the second and to 80 on the third. Then I'll add them to selection by holding Command or Control and clicking on them. Now that we have multiple images selected, take a look at the heel settings. You'll notice that the checkbox and the slider look different. The checkbox indicates an indeterminate state. Heel is disabled on the first image, but enabled on the others. The same applies to the slider, the values are different. In this case, the slider shows the range of values across the selection and the current value of the focused image. Now that you know how to identify mismatched settings, it's time to adjust them. Click the checkbox to sync it across all selected images. The same goes for the slider. Once you start dragging it, the same value will be applied to all selected images. You can confirm this by switching between images and comparing the values. Nothing changes, the values are now the same. You can use multi-editing for two main reasons: to set the same settings for multiple selected images, or to change a specific setting like heel sensitivity across all images while keeping other settings intact. With experience, you realize that time is critical and that automating repeatable processes is essential. We've already automated a lot in culling and retouching, but there's still some room for improvement. Let's talk about presets. So what are presets in Arams? Presets allow you to save settings for color correction and retouching plugins and reuse them later. Let's open an image and create one. I'll go to color correction and adjust white balance and temperature so the changes are clearly visible. Then I'll move to retouching and adjust the plugins the way I want. Once I'm happy with the result, I'll open presets and click Create Preset. I'll give it a name and save it. The preset is now saved in Arams and you can use it across other projects. Now let's apply the preset. I'll select a few images and click on the preset. As soon as I do that, you can see the settings change, the previews update and the edit icon appear on image thumbnails. When you apply a preset, all settings are copied to selected images. Presets reduce repetitive decisions. You can create presets for different photography types, locations, people, and more. If you want tips and tricks on using retouching plugins, check out these videos. Now that we know the basics, let's take a look at a real-world example. We know that real-time adjustments require retouched previews, so I'm gonna find a few hero images and select them. Now let's click Retouch Preview and wait for cloud processing to finish. Once retouched previews are ready, you can fine-tune them and then copy those settings to other images. I'm gonna retouch the first image. Looks good. Now I'm gonna create a preset. This one will be for women in studio lighting, and I'll name it Studio Natural. Now I wanna apply this preset to other images of the same subject. I'll select those images and click the preset. At this point, I'm ready to export. I'll select all images of this subject, adjust the export settings, choose JPEG at 90% and click Export. I'm using cloud processing and it requires credits. I have 10 images in this task, but only 9 credits will be deducted. That's because 1 credit was already used when I created the Retouch Preview for the hero image. Those results are reused, so no additional credits are charged for that image. While images are being processed, you can keep working. I'll move to another image set, select images of this subject and apply the preset I created earlier. The changes appear instantly because the retouched preview already exists. This image looks good, let's check another one. I can see a few wrinkles on her shirt that feel a bit distracting. I'll enable fabric and adjust the slider. Now these settings are no longer the same as the preset I applied earlier. At this point I have several options. Ignore it because the image is an exception, select other images and use multi-editing to adjust fabric, create a new preset, or update the existing preset with the current settings. I'm gonna update the preset. To do that, click 3 dots next to the preset and select Update with current settings. The preset is updated, great. Now I can apply it to other images and export again. A common question I get is whether Arams supports a non-destructive workflow. And the answer is yes. When exporting, simply select TIFF with layers. This keeps the retouching results as layers that you can later use in third-party applications. The export is complete. All 33 images were retouched in 10 minutes. That's roughly 18 seconds per image. To recap, every image in Arams has its own settings. You can copy and paste settings between images or use multi-editing to adjust several images at once. Presets let you save your adjustments and apply them across projects for consistent results. The most efficient workflow is simple. Fine-tune a few hero images with Retouch Preview and then apply those settings to the rest of the set. If this video was helpful, give it a like and subscribe to Retouch for Me channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.